Hi, this is Charlie. We are going to do the outside build in this video for the album that we just made. And this is going to be for the Graphic 45 collection called The Beach is Calling. Now, Scrap and Create has sent me all the supplies. This was a big bundle. It had the 12 by 12 core design. It had a 12 by 12 patterns, and it also had the 8 by 8 core design. And then I got a package full of chipboard tags. What are these? These are the Ephemera, excuse me, I'm sorry. And then there's some sticker sheets, as well as some rub-ons, and we will be using these on the outside of the album. You're going to need about 36 inches of ribbon. Cut it in half, as we will be using this as the tie on the front of the album. Now, in the collection that I got from Scrap and Create, there is a beautiful little blue bag, and it's just chocked full of trinkets that are beach and sun related. And I'm going to use 3 of them on this album. Here's a couple of starfish, and here's a pair of sunglasses. Aren't those just a delight? They're just so cute. So I am going to be putting those on. So let's kind of walk through what I've got set up here. This is going to be the front of the album. Now I am using gold cardstock to back it because I've got a blue album base and I want the papers to kind of stand out, and I want there to be a little bit of color on the front of the album. So I'll be lining everything in gold. So here we have, I've got things sliding around here, I apologize. Here we have a couple of the rub-ons. This came out of the Ephemera. And then these elements here came out of the Ephemera as well. Now, the back of the album, we're going to put on a rub-on that would just simply run across the bottom. And then on the spine, I took some additional Ephemera and created a little bit of a collage here so that there was some color. This came out of the sticker. It says Sandy Toes Sun-Kissed Nose. That's going to go down right about here. And I did back that on gold cardstock, so it added an additional little element of color here on the spine. And then I'm going to attach this starfish. It does not have any real base on the back to glue to hold it in place. So I am going to punch a hole, tie it on the back side, and let this move around freely. And then I'm going to try and cover the hole and split this using this Ephemera piece here. So let's go ahead and kind of set these aside. We'll come back to these in a minute. I want to get the ribbon on. Now I'm going to put this about middle. So if it's 8 inches, 4 is my center. I'll make just a little bit of a tick mark so I can see where that's at, so I can put the ribbon. I'm going to put about 2 inches of the ribbon underneath the paper so that it's in place pretty good. Let's use some 1/2-inch tape. I'm just going to come right up to the edge. I don't want the tape sticking out on the end if I can avoid it. I'd rather have a longer piece of tape going this way. Okay, so see now if I put this here, like this, Then I am going to put about 2 inches of it. Now the gold piece of the cardstock will go down here like so. Now I've already taped this off, so now it's just a matter of putting it on. I think I'm going to put it on upside down. I would rather have that dented corner down in the bottom. So I'm going to kind of center this. I know where it needs to be on the end, and it should line up just fine on my left-hand side. Now I did ink, before I get too carried away here, I did ink all my edges using Distress Ink Faded Jeans. So you can use whatever it is color-wise it's in your palette. I looked at some lighter blues, some brighter blues, and I really liked the dull kind of antique-ish blue that Faded Jeans provided, so that it's just there gently speaking to me when I go to ink some things. Okay, so there's our front, and now I'm going to put this on here. And you can see I've been labeling what's front and what's back. I want to make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be. So you take the tape off here. And then I'm going to balance this. There we go. Okay. Where did my, oh, there it is. It's kind of blending in with the, okay. Now, I'm gonna layer some of this. You know what, I think I'm gonna start with this upper piece. I want this, I cut this out of the rub-ons, and I want this up here in this upper corner so that it has the ocean and the seashells kind of waving like it's down here, and coming into the beach setting. Now, I've not played with rub-ons before, so I don't know if, oh, I would think that there's a little stick that comes with this, but I can't imagine why my bone folder wouldn't work just as well. This is kind of nerve-wracking for me because, like I said, I've not played with rub-ons before. So this is a new experience for me. But I ran this paper this direction so that it looked like the the waves were coming up into the sandy beach. And now I'm going to put, there's some large elements in the ephemera pack, and I am going to use several of them, in fact, here on the front of the album. Now, I want to pop up this umbrella a little bit, so I'm just taking a piece of foam and I'm sitting it back here. It's backed, sticky backed foam mount up so that it's kind of popping up a little bit, but I want it to look like this is sitting behind the little beach hut. And then I have this element that I want to stick in here. Now, part of my, it got stuck on just a little bit premature, so I'm going to go ahead and finish putting this on. I have not, like I said, I haven't played with rub-ons before, so I didn't realize that just a tad bit of pressure, they'll stick when it's not what you intend them to do, and at least not where you wanted them. But I don't want to leave this big hole here either, so it is what it is. Goodness sakes, I'm struggling to get that lifted. This is one of those time wasters I can see on a video. So I hope you're all understanding. And if you're new to the rub-ons, then we're sharing this moment together. But I think that's so pretty. All right, so now this is going to sit here. And then the beach hut is going to sit kind of in front. I want to raise this up a little bit because I want it to look like it's kind of behind there. And then the surfboard. And then I took this piece also out of the ephemera. It says the beach is calling. And we're going to put a little bit of a sticky back on it. And it's going to come up here and just slightly ride in here somewhere. So let's start with this one. We're going to go ahead and glue it down. And like I said, I've already inked everything. Let's take this off. And I wanted that right about here. And then the umbrella will just kind of come up off the page. I am going to run this flush. I'm not going to do any raising of that. And then I ran a great big long piece of that foam backing, cut a little piece down here. It's not perfect, but I just want to get it here in place. And now we'll put The Beach is Calling. Trying to decide where I want this. I really don't want to cover up the seagull. Okay, so now I have to find it, a small star that's going to go right here. It has very limited flat space, so I'm going to really rely on the center of this for the glue, base. And I'm not sure which of these are gonna stick to the paper, so I am just simply going to put a little bit of glue on everything, and then we're gonna stick this down there. And then the sunglasses. I really toyed with what to do with these, but it looks like the only place that I can actually put glue are here on the ends. And I'm also going to put glue on the ring, because that I'm going to kind of rely on to solidify, come on, this, oh, well, that just took all my glue. Try this again. It seems like it's not letting glue out, so I think it's stuck. Oh, wow. Now it's letting glue out. All right, let's see if I can turn this over again without dropping it. I'm just going to tuck this up underneath this so that acts as a support, and then set those there. And that will go there. Now I'm going to kind of let those dry a little bit while I'm working on the spine. So the spine, we're going to work, I'm going to put the whole piece together and then we'll put it on the album. How's that? So let's put the whole piece together. I wanted to, oh, where did it go? Oh, there it is. I've already got it taped. I just need to put it all together. So let's, and then I'm going to pierce my hole. For the string to feed through. Okay. Now I pencil marked it earlier, so I kind of know where I want it to go. I am just hoping I can get it in there. It's terrible when you have to do this stuff on video. It's like, I know somebody's got some easier method, and I wish they could just reach out and share it with me, but you can't. So I am going to see what I can do here about feeding this through. Ta-da. I think I got it. There we go. Now I'm not going to quite, I only got one. Oh, for Pete's sake, only one went through. Can I feed it this way? Aha. Now, what I was starting to say is I'm not going to adhere this yet because I want to get the rest of my elements down so that this drops where I want it to drop. And this is what I was talking about, was using this to split that string. And then the or, I think I'm going to be good to go right there, because then the starfish is going to sit right about here. Okay, so let's put this on. Or am I going to just be better off? This is not. We'll do it this, I guess. I really didn't want the hole to show for the string. But I don't think I'm going to get to be that lucky. Okay, so now I'm going to put my oar in. Kind of want him to come in down at an angle. And then the starfish. And then this is going to come in right about here. Now I wanted this to drop right where that starfish is, so that's where I'm going to tape it down at, right there. And like I said, someone watching is going to have a better way of doing this. Go for it. This is by no means the magic solution. Okay, so that's on there. So this now will kind of land and flop right there. Okay, so let's see if I can. The only way I can balance this in between the gussets is to get this up on end. And then I can, once I get it in place, I can press it, whoops, press it down. Then I can kind of straighten it out a little bit. There we go. All right, now we'll move on to the back. While these, oh, looks like they're sticking pretty good already. I am going to rub, this came from the rub-ons as well. So I am going to pull this up out of the way so I've got a good firm surface to do this on. Now again, I stuck it on here just so I could see what it looked like, and I guess I applied too much pressure, so part of my design already stuck. So I'm going to try and line this up so I don't have a big hole where it's not supposed to be. So I think what I might do as I work through the album is I might just go ahead and pre-install these and then show you what I've done, because you should not have to sit and watch me try to put on a rub-on. Success. All right. So I've already taped it. I'm going to go ahead and put it on my gold cardstock. Now, there's definitely one way is more correct than the other. Think. No, that's, I should have marked this, what was top and what was bottom. And I'm going to separate this because I can see I need to kind of cut it just a little bit more down here at the bottom. Okay. I thought that I had this measured right. Okay, I think we're good to go right there. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. You know, I did this on one other album. I forgot to put my ribbon on and it was way too late by the time I caught it. I am so focused on that piece, I completely forgot. So let me mark where my 4 inches is. And then I'm going to run some tape on either side. Almost blew it. Just about 2 inches. All right, now I can put this on. better turn it right side up or I'm going to have Then I'm going to need to do a dry fit on my pattern paper to make sure that I've got it cut correctly. I'm not quite sure what happened. I tried to take great care and I obviously all right, so is this gonna fit in here? Yeah, this is fine. I'm not sure what I did. I never am. Okay. Now I'm going to look through, it's kind of an afterthought. I'm going to look to see if, I won't do it now, but I am going to look through to see if there are any seagulls that I can add up here. And if there are, I will do that and then show you in the next video if that's what I did. Okay, so I do believe we have it all set up. So there's our front. This is our spine. And that's the back. So our next video is going to be doing the inside left panel. And thank you for playing along.